My voice is off, way off. I have a bad flu. I'm even having fever and all that. That's why I decided I come on much earlier than normal. One, because I'm getting drowsy and sleepy, and well, I need that sleep to maintain my health to a better state. But now my voice today just off, comes and goes. But anyway, such is life. My stand today is acting up. I don't know why. So topic today is about childcare. Are we doing enough to cater for children in this time? Yeah, better. In this time of technology changes and exposure, most of them are most of them are have access to internet and trolls and all that. I'll say for me personally, a child born in the 90s, I grew up no technology. It just started. The first phone in our family was a landline, and then we didn't use it for some time. The second phone, my dad had the first time Alcatel when it just came to Kenya with the aerial, the big phones. Then my mom got a Siemens. Those companies are non-existent at this point. Um, so Nokia, after they changed phones, Nokia dominated the industry for the longest time. Their phone were durable, long lasting. I'm not advertising for them, but yeah, that time. So I saw the change from uh, phones that look like from landlines that had like phones attached to the wall. So the only time you move if you had a long cord, and phones that had freedom. I'll say that time we had a lot of freedom, since you didn't have to carry the phone in your bag. It's on you at any time. So when I look back and now, I'll say we had a lot of freedom because we are not attached to the phone. Now that the phone is cordless and it's a cell phone and portable, mostly portably, um, we are so much attached to it. Some kids, I've seen some kids when they get punishment and the phone is taken away from them, they have withdrawal symptoms, like they were sick. They're sick because now screen time has been cut short, and they just go crazy, and sometimes they look like a drug addict, having withdrawal symptoms. And it's weird if that's the case, that people have become so much addicted. There's a friend of mine, we had a discussion like how much in touch or how much attached are you to your mobile cell phone. I said I can go a whole day without using my phone, which is true. um Usually if I forget my phone, not unless here in Kenya our system for cashless money is using our mobile phones. Other than that, if I have cash in my pocket and I want to go from point A to B, I can, and I'll survive, and I'll not feel like I'm attached to something. Uh, Although I'll feel some type of weird because hey, I've not had a call or I've not had any messages coming in. But other than that, yeah, if it was not for work and it was not for family, because families are living in different places, we're not together. Other than that, I can. I usually, when I go to holidays, trips that I go to, um, I rarely use my phone because it's only the time I'm just like taking pictures for memory, catching up with the memories and the beautiful views and all that. But if we have a cameraman who's assigned for that, why not just leave the phone in the room, go swimming, enjoy the views and all that. Now back to the topic about child safeguarding children with the online trolls and all that. Um, I remember for us when the phones now started becoming a norm for us to use, children to have access, or parents buying for their children. For me, the first phone I got was in after I finished my phone 4. That's after I was 18 and I was an adult. So at least I was given the phone. It was a hand-me-down phone, a Nokia, and it was also for communication purposes. If my mom is sending me to go to the market and all that, or if I had started immediately I finished my form 4, I had started working I was a tutor for kids close to home, and so that I can be on time to work and also monitoring the time changes for the tuitioning from different subjects and all that. But yeah, and most of the people who finished with in form 4 or secondary school, most of us didn't have phones, like personal phones when you were in high school. Some were fortunate enough to be handed over a phone. I wanted to say a headset, but yeah, using a phone. and and that time it had different levels of class and all that. So now that you're seeing they're readily available. Even here in Kenya we have, you can buy them. People think they're getting a bargain by buying it, paying slowly. They're forgetting that buying it slowly, you pay even more than the actual price of that phone. Here, in other words, they're purchasing the goods in higher purchase. I remember in our old system, I'm that old. We were taught about higher purchase, and which was, um, you buy something slowly, payable different installments, and while paying that installment, you end up paying more than actually somebody who goes and buy it straightforward. And now that's why I'm saying, like, here in Kenya we have those, we say they are called lipa pole pole. So even a young person can go and purchase it by means of that, knowing that they can get cash money or pocket money to pay back uh, slowly and still be using the gadgets at the same time. um Now we have seen here in Kenya, I know worldwide we have fraudsters and people sending emails or even messages to con people out of their hardworking earnings. Um, Here we had a problem that the people who are conning people were from prisons, and it, up to date, it's still a problem. Then you'll find, if you post something, now that aside, that's now about frauding, and people have been frauded a lot of money, and they pay. Some of them, like those who know, when you see such messages, like me, I've gotten messages being told that I have goods at the port or the harbor. I need to pay such and such amount for it to be released. I'm like, block. Then I report the message. If it goes well, it is blocked by the mobile subscribers. But hey, you again find other messages um, from that. So I can only imagine if that has happened to me, other people have also gotten such messages. And if it's somebody who has a business that entails such transactions, they might pay, and that's how the money goes. Then we have also online, when we have um, people having keyboard confidence and spilling hate, spilling uh, craziness and negativity through online. And that's why you find some people even bullying people online. I remember my first live, and it was a lot. And um, finding people throwing racist remarks, and just because they can hide, but when they meet you face to face, they cannot utter such words if they are not that confident. Um, so bullying online, that has happened, just because, oh, you don't like somebody. Or there's a difference between educative criticism and bullying. Bullying is just going on a personal, and also from the person who's maybe the author or the creator of the post. Also, the perspective they take can determine if they are affected, or if they take it to heart, whatever people say. For me, when they started throwing the racist remarks, I was like, oh, brother, here we go. It, didn't- it, it didn't affect me, but I was curious to wonder why such hate for somebody you might as well never meet in your life. And just because you don't like maybe the where I come from, or the country I come from, or the skin color of my tone. And instead of being just cordial and moving on, scroll down or go to the next person who's doing a live. If you don't like them, jump to the next. Just continue that jumping until you find something interesting that you're interested in. Um, so as much as bullying is there, I also look at the perception of the creator, how they read the comments, and how they react after that. If it is criticism, and it's something that can improve on your how you put out, like how you present yourself, that's okay. They can agree or disagree. If it's an advice, same thing. They can agree or disagree and move on. Other than going back and forth, you may appreciate the comment, the content, or you may just ignore it. It's a choice. That's why we say it comes with each freedom. Now that our phones have given us freedom to work with anywhere and everywhere, also comes with responsibility. How do you conduct yourself online? Are you a bully? Are you uh, racist remarker? Are you a person who appreciates truth being told? Are you a person that feels like they're giving us too much information? Same. Uh, excuse me. So it happens, and now onto the safeguarding. I know some parents can be helicopter parents, like knowing everything their child is doing online, and also if they're offline and all that. But kids are smart, and sometimes even, and we all know from experience, if you try to control somebody so much, and they actually know how to get out of that situation, uh you're in trouble. Or better yet, they outsmart you, thinking that you know everything. And nah, they can work around the precautions you're putting. Some of them are even becoming better hackers as we continue on. So I'll say, like, if as much as we try to protect them and guide them, how about talking to them about to know how different people think? Like, just tell them the type of world that you're living in. Don't shield them so much and not exposing them to know. And don't misquote me here, that you don't overexpose them even to the darkness and all that, but you can talk to them uh like educational, or even just fun fact, and tell them the true facts, that what type of world we're living in. You can choose your own wording the way you want it. Other than that, I'll say, or even yet, start giving them gadgets when they're old enough to understand the type of how to respond to positivity and negativity put out there, instead of giving young kids and then they either being a genius or a hacker at an early age, get exposed to such atrocities, and who are we going to blame for that? Oh, excuse me. This cold is really taking me out. So other than that, I'll say my opinion, kids are too young. Let's say the toddlers are too young to be using gadgets. If it's for games or the educational ones, maybe, but like going to TikTok, nah. Protect the childhood in them as much as possible, because once they grow up, uh yeah, the world is not that kind. We have a saying here in Kenya. It says, "Ujana ni moshi." It means our young self doesn't stay forever. Um, we grow up every day. So how old you are yesterday is not how old you are right now, and same as tomorrow. So we keep on moving. Life moves on. That's the meaning of that saying. So yeah, today, because I came early, being less people, but I needed to come early. You can hear my voice change. I have bass today. Usually I don't even have soprano, but yeah. No comments. One commented and deleted, uh, or retracted. But yeah, please keep safe as much as possible. Keep the young people's mind young for that age. Don't make them grow extremely before they reach the age they're supposed to be growing. That's it. Bye. Until I hope next Tuesday I'll have better voice. Bye.